Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome, folks, to Berkeley in the home field of the California Golden Bears. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Golden Bears will kick this away to get us going here. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Looking for a gap, it's Brown. Fighting off the defender. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. The Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry-up.
It's a good positive game by the offense, and it's enough for the first down. They're already looking to get up to the line of scrimmage and get this play called to go some up-tempo. The defense has got to be alert to this and get their call and get ready to play.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Moves out of the pocket. Makes the catch downfield. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Knights look to keep this drive moving. And here's the handoff. A change of direction. He's past the marker and still going. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Quarterback keeps the football. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
And handoff as they run the counter play. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Play number 7 on the opening drive, and it's 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. QB keeper all the way. Running through the tackle. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
I really like this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator and head coach deciding to go for this. Why not take a chance here on this opening drive? You've gotten across midfield. Worst case is you put your defense back out on the field, but instead you pick up the first down, new set of downs, and they're thinking about a touchdown here on this drive.
The Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Dropping back, it's Brown. Looking to scramble. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal.
Well, this is what this quarterback can do. You got all the receivers and the backs locked up and covered, and he just slips out and takes it all the way inside the 10-yard line. Great recognition on this one, and this defense.
Oh, he's lost the ball. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Ball. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Breaks a tackle into the clear. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Right down the middle, it's James. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And the Golden Bears line up on first and 10 now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Another positive run on first and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Caught by the receiver. Solid gain there. Sets up a first and goal at the 7.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
First and goal, handoff.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line. These are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Turner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. To throw, it's Brown. Nice grab. It's Fox. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion.
Now here he goes. The 30. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Knights.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that 2nd and 3rd level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Time for one more play here in the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Ball. Smothered for no gain, and that'll do it for the first quarter. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to throw. It's Brown. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. The Golden Bears will crank up the tempo.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. The Golden Bears are going to keep this drive rolling.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal.
Chris, how about the call here with the wheel route? The running back, we know he can run the football, but here he shows his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, and that wheel route is tough on a defense. Sometimes the back can get lost. Here he catches it, finds his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's the tight end or maybe the H-back. but someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
Dropping back, it's Barnett. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The shotgun handoff here. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Knights lining up here on 1st and 10.
What a big game by this offense, and they're now going to kick to that up-tempo. Kind of sense that the defense is a bit on their heels, confused, looking to the sidelines. A great time to go hurry up.
They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works. Here comes the up-tempo offense. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he drops back in the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Tackle quickly, but a solid gain. Ball spotted at the 25 now.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. The Knights come up to the line in the hurry-up. Play-action fake, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. The back's got it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They were not going to catch him that time.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Third down after that running play. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. It's third down for the offense. Back to throw. It's Barnett. Throws to the tight end. He makes the grab. Tackle made after a big gain. They move the 6th. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. On the move now. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
This is good pressure by the defense, but it just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down. The Knights will come to the line on fourth down, looking to convert. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The Knights will bring their punt team on the field now. And he's got it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team now. Hand it off. He's got room to run. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The Golden Bears looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They're going to run it. Breaks free. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs.
Looking to throw it deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Looking to throw. It's Brown. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Golden Bears come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Bringing pressure. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So second down after the incompletion. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw to the left. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the returner heads out of bounds. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. Great cut there. Picks up the first, looking for more. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the 1st down.
Scanning the field, it's Barnett. He escapes the pocket. Fires it on the move. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
And the defense catches a break here, Chris. That in-breaking route is wide open. Quarterback makes it a really nice throw. The receiver just dropped the football and misses out on a big gain.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Knights will kick it off to begin the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Golden Bears come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Incomplete, but a late flag comes in. A lot of contact. On the offense, going to be bailed out by the pass interference call. That could be a crucial moment here in today's game. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. And now the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Looking for 6. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Brown. The receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Cal. Still no answer for this offensive machine. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Gets some blocks. They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't run all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Fox. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
First down and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but he just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
Play fake, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Deep shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
The first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. And he's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So they get nothing in the first down run. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Brown. Running out of time in the pocket. He's hit as he throws it. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Fires it to the wideout. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. He'll hand it off. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. The Knights looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Can he get there on the ground? Eludes a tackle. They make the stop, but that gains enough to set him up first down at the 14.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
That is broken up and incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Grab down the middle. It's Jenkins. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. To throw, it's Barnett. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, UCF! Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Point after, knocked right through.
28, UCF 14.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. That's a fumble. Who's going to come up with it? And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And looking to throw now on first down. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Short loss on the play sets up second and long from the 18. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. QB decides to keep it here. Touchdown, Knights, as the QB fights his way into the end zone.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Dropping back, it's Brown. Caught over the middle, it's Ball. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Short completion there, second down coming up. On the ground, it's Ball. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there. And the Golden Bears will have to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. So the UCF offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? On the move now. Under pressure, just lets it go.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Design quarterback run. Breaks into open space. He's in the clear. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, that's exactly what this guy can do. He is a burner. Easily, in my opinion, one of the fastest guys in all of college football. And when you don't have him accounted for, this is what he's going to do to your defense.
Breaks an open space. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. He escapes the pocket. He'll throw it now. Looking right, this one caught. Enough to convert on 3rd there, so 1st down from the 12 now. The Knights keep the football on the move. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish.
UCF 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Able to pick up just a couple of yards. That's good run defense. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll test the right side here. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Where this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Looking downfield. It's Brown. Lets it go quickly. Wide open downfield. Good enough for the 1st down to the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Makes the grab. It's Ball. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play from this offense through the air. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Catch made on the right side. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. And the Golden Bears come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Pressure is coming. It's the running back in the flat. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The first play of the drive, they'll set up from the 13. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. That run moves the ball to the 13-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
Scanning the field, it's Brown. Defense is coming after him. And he'll finally let it fly deep to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Out of the gun now on third down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch. That's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Incompletion makes it second down and 10 from the 27. Bought some time, now lets it go. And this time it's complete. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Offense getting set. Second down play here. To the air. It's Barnett. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Drop Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, what a grab! They get him down, but a big play moves into the 45.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Running back with the football. Get a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. It's a quarterback keeper. Has the first down and more. Oh, he breaks free, still going. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. The quarterback takes it in himself.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
He does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Finds his target. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Brown. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Golden Bears will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Short pass, finds the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment. Ball handed off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the run here. Lets it go. The receiver grabs it. Able to convert on 3rd. Sets him up now. First down to the 22.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. What a moment for this kicker. A chance to put his team on top in the final minutes of this game. Well, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.